Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Angie and this is your May monthly reading for the sign of Pisces. Welcome, 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 my Pisceans. I love Pisces. They are amazing. My sister's a Pisces. Very, very sweet people. But also can be a little bit crazy sometimes. Just saying, just saying. So, we're gonna get started. This is your May monthly reading, and we are already midway through May because I'm uploading these a little bit later. So today's the 17th. So this would just be more of a reminder for the last 2 weeks, so more so for the second half of May. But it could also resonate for you if it's already happened in the first kind of 2 weeks. Okay, we could be reading off of that energy because we're just focusing on the energy for Aquarius Pisces. I'm so sorry, for Pisces for the month of May. This is Pisces reading. Again, this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Feel free to check out your other placements as well, because I personally always find that when I watch my Rising and Moon, as well as my Venus placements, there's always at least one or two things that I hear, and I'm just like, that really makes sense to me. So I recommend to check out at least your Rising and your Moon, if not your Venus. But just remember that Venus is what we attract, so it's kind of important. First card out we have is the Nine of Wands. So we're feeling a little bit defensive this month, Pisces. I honestly feel like you got hurt. I feel like you got really hurt and you're kind of like, you're mending your broken bones right now. Like you're licking your wounds. We have the Emperor in reverse. So for some of you Pisces, you were hurt by an authoritative male figure in your life, or just a very masculine energy. The Emperor is Aries as well, so you could have been dealing with an Aries specifically, but that's probably for only a few of you. We have the Ace of Wands now, so okay, I'm gonna pull the rest of the cards, but I definitely see that you were hurt because you're in a very defensive place. And then we have the Four of Wands. So you're in a defensive place right now with the Nine of Wands. There's a lot of wands, guys. That's I'm like, it's all fire energy right now so far. So you could be dealing with a fire sign individual or just someone who's very authoritative. So it could be a father figure. It could be like a masculine family figure, like a father or an uncle, someone that's like above you. Could also be a boss. It could be, a lover that you were dealing with. We have the Ten of Pentacles. And then lastly, we have for Pisces, for the month of May. What's the last card? Come on. I feel like you want to come out. And then we have the Six of Wands. So, I'm going to say this. And then Judgment in reverse at the bottom, King of Wands. Yeah, wow. Oh my god. So at the bottom of the deck, I sometimes am drawn to look at the bottom of the deck, and a lot of readers find this very significant. We have Judgment in reverse, the King of Wands in reverse, so another fire sign individual, Ten of Wands, so letting go of something that needs to be the Queen of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Devil in reverse. Yes, 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 and yes. Yes. And then I saw the Five of Swords briefly. Okay, Pisces, wow. Now I'm picking up a little bit more of an intense energy of, yes, we were hurt, we were maybe even betrayed, or, whatever it was. So I feel like something happened, and it could be with you dealing with the fire sign individual, Aries, Leo, Sag, or just someone who's like very fiery in their personality. So someone who would have a very strong character, very strong personality. And it feels like, not saying that Pisces aren't strong, no, but it feels like this person or situation, because it could be a situation, everyone's is going to be different, everyone's personal, circumstances or experiences are going to be different. So for you, it could be a person, and for someone else watching, it could be an experience that I'm talking about. But I feel like whatever you were dealing with, whether it was a person or a situation, your energies were so different. Like your energy is so one way, and this person is like the complete opposite of you. Or the situation, the energy is like very different. And I feel like it was just like bound to, you were gonna end up getting hurt no matter what. Does that make sense? Because the other energy is so much stronger than yours. It almost feels like the other energy overpowers you. And this makes sense with the Emperor in reverse, because it really gives me like, that's when the Emperor turns into a dictator, and it turns into manipulation and being controlled. So for some of you, And this is only going to be for some of you. I think that you were manipulated, I think. You were manipulated, and that's why you're kind of hurt now, because I think that was in the past. I think the manipulation was in the past, and it left you really, really hurt and like vulnerable. And it's made you put your guard up, and now you're really, really guarded, and you're kind of like trying to heal from the situation. Trying to heal yourself while also trying to like still have a positive mindset, because I feel like the first two cards really just give me such a negative feeling of like you were really hurt, you were really like mistreated, disrespected in any type of way, whatever it was. But I feel like the rest of the cards give me such like a positive, optimistic feel, which is good, because I feel like you guys are like, you don't want to be closed off, you don't want to be all these things. I think Pisces are very social people. Like they have a lot of friends, they have a lot of like loving family and stuff. So it's like you don't want to shy away from everyone and everything, but you are a lot more hurt, and maybe you're a lot more hurt than you let on. We have the Ace of Wands. So I feel like right now you're kind of just trying to figure out where to go. You're trying to figure out how to navigate through life now after the situation has kind of, came over, because it's like you still want certain things. Like with the Four of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles and the Six of Wands, like you want, and I have to like show these because, so the Four of Wands, this is a twin flame card, the Four of Wands, but I don't think that we're really dealing with that. I feel like the Four of Wands really is talking about, this card right here. It's really talking about stability. It's four sides of a square, four legs on a chair. It's grounded, it's stable, it's a solid foundation that you can build on top of. So I feel like you still want that, and you're still looking for that, and I feel like that's what you're trying to find. It's like, and I feel like maybe for some of you, you've even found it, I think, or have found like where to look for it, if that makes sense. Because I feel like with the Ace of Wands here, it's like you're trying to decide like, okay, I'm gonna pick right, I'm gonna go here, or I'm gonna do this. I feel like it's that, like the Ace of Wands here is very much like putting the pinpoint on something. So if you're looking for something, you found where to look for it. If you are in search of something, you're trying to figure out where to go to find it, whatever that makes sense. Or maybe you've found where to start looking. I don't think that you've necessarily found it yet, but I think that you're on the right path, you're on the right track. With the Ten of Pentacles, this is just saying that that's what's going to come to you. For some of you, Pisces, you could have gotten a new job, or moved into a new house, gotten a new car, just signed like a lease or something, for anything, for a car, an apartment, something like big and kind of long term. For some of you, you could have just came into a lump sum of money, so maybe you just got like a bonus at work or something like that. But it feels like your home and your family life seems very, very good, which is not crazy for a Pisces, because like I said, Pisces always have like a lot of loving, caring friends and family surrounding them. So I feel like right now it's like you're kind of gaining your stability back after this situation. You're getting your life back on track. Everything is good. Your stability is good. You're building up that stability. You know where to look. You know what it is that you want. Now you're gonna go get it. Your family and your friends are there for you. They're very supportive. And we have the Six of Wands. You're happy at the end of the day. Like I said, it gives this very happy, optimistic energy, because at the end of the day, you realize that this person hurt you, and that's on them. Like, I feel like you didn't really necessarily, and no one's perfect, so I'm not going to say that you didn't do anything wrong, but I feel like in this situation, you have the upper hand. Like, you were ultimately the one that is right. But again, no one is really ultimately 100% right or wrong, and we all make mistakes. So I'm not saying that you're perfect and you did nothing wrong, but I am saying that in this situation, I feel like you had the upper hand, because I feel like you were like good and honest and loyal, and I feel like this person mistreated and abused those qualities and kind of took advantage of you in a way. So yes, good things coming ahead. You're on the right track, Pisces. Keep doing whatever it is that you're doing. We're gonna move on to let me pick these up really quick. We're going to move on to some messages from your higher self. So these messages come directly from the higher self of Pisces, giving us a little bit more on, kind of how to navigate through this month of May. So we see that we're on the right track. We're on the right path. We're headed in the right direction. We're headed towards really nice things, because I feel like it's because you remained with such a positive, optimistic attitude, which is really good. We have the Nine of Cups in reverse, so Okay, hold on. Let me get the rest of the cards out. The Four of Pentacles in reverse. What else? And the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. So I feel like your higher self wants you to know that there is more. There is more out there for you. This is, again, very similar. Not again, but this is very similar. I just finished the Aquarius reading, and this is kind of very similar. Your higher self wants you to know that there is more than where you're at right now. Wherever it is that you're at, whatever point in your life that you're at right now, there is more for you, okay? It might feel like, you know, like we saw the Ten of Pentacles, like you have good family, good company around you, you know, it seems like you have like a good stable life right now. Things are pretty stable, even if you're feeling a little bit defenseless or hurt by whatever has happened in the past. You're in a pretty good place. I feel like honestly, this is more of a word of caution. I feel like your higher self wants you to like, don't get too comfortable. Like they're saying, be careful. Like be careful, like just, you know, it's good that you're feeling good. It's good there, but be careful not to feel comfortable where you are, because they're, you know, remember that earlier we saw that you were like, okay, I'm gonna go look for this there. I'm gonna go in search of this there. Like you found out where you need to go and what you need to do. Just remember that, like, because you still haven't done it, you still haven't really chased after it yet. I don't think so for a majority of you Pisces. Remember that you still have to do that. So it's one thing to kind of pinpoint where you need to go and what direction you're headed in, but it's another thing to actually take action and take steps into doing that. So be careful not to fall into being too comfortable, because you might be like, well, my family and my friends are really good, my job's good, I have money, I just signed a lease, everything's good, why would I want to go in search of something and potentially risk everything, okay? But that's the point. And I'm not saying that's like a huge risk and you're gonna lose things, no, but don't get too comfortable where you are, okay? Just a word of caution. Four of Pentacles in reverse, don't, like I said, and this honestly, it feels like it's the same message for these two. Don't get comfortable, but it's like, it feels like you're gonna get comfortable because it's like everything is really stable. Again, we have another four, so life seems really stable, seems pretty secure right now. At least in the material things, maybe like emotionally wise, you're not 100% there yet, but it feels like, you know, you have a steady job, you have good friends, good family, and all that stuff, and it seems like everything materially is pretty stable and you feel good about that. Don't focus so much on that, because that's not what life is about, right? So if internally you're not really feeling completely stable, that's what's more important than what's happening externally. So remember that. Eight of Pentacles. Work hard. Take the time to study. Learn everything about whatever. Remember we saw earlier that you're figured out where you want to go and what you want to build, and you have that foundation. Now it's time to build. This is that. This is reminding you that yes, we're gonna build. But Eight of Pentacles, it's like this person is like slaving away, like, you know, banging this like metal. He's like a blacksmith or something, but he's like taking the time to like, he studies, he learns everything he can about blacksmithing. And again, this is just the example we have in the card, but it's like you take the time to learn and study everything about what it is that you want to do, where it is that you want to go. Let's say you want to move to a different country. You learn about the culture and the language and blah, blah, blah. Or you want to change professions and you need to go back to college and get a different degree, and you have to figure out, okay, what do I need? How much is it going to cost? What do I need to make that money? It's like that. You're setting up a plan and you're working very, very hard. I mean, this is just the message is telling you this is what you need to do, is to remember to actually work really hard. So like I said, don't get too comfortable. Don't get too caught up in the material things that you have. Figure out where it is that you want to go, and I think for most of you, you know, now's the time to take the time and the effort to get there. And I feel like for a majority of you guys, it is going to take a long time. So for some of you, it really could be like a career switch or something like that you need to go back and study for, or just something. It feels like this goal is like, it's far off in the distance, because whatever it is, it's gonna take time. Like you can't rush it, whatever it is. So don't try to rush whatever is gonna happen, but make sure that you're taking the time, and you're like putting in like the maximum amount of effort you can into whatever it is that you want to do, right? Because if it's something that you want, you want to put in the effort, right? Don't be lazy with that, okay? So this last card is gonna be a message from Spirit. So we have conflict and defeat. So I feel like Spirit wants you to know that this journey that you're about to venture on, or if you've already started, like I said, it's going to take a lot of time. With that, you might get a little bit impatient. Not impatient. I feel like you know it's going to take a long time, whatever it is that you're trying to go for, but I feel like this journey is going to face some challenges and some obstacles. You're going to find yourself feeling defeated. You're going to find yourself roadblocks popping up trying to slow down the process or take you off the path. And I feel like that's the point of this journey, is that how determined, how bad do you want whatever it is, blank, right? Whatever it is for you specifically in your situation. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want to get there? Okay? I'm gonna leave it at that, and I'm just gonna say that when things come up, when it seems really difficult, when you want to give up, ask yourself that. How bad do I want to get to blank? Or how bad do I want blank? And then answer the question for yourself. Because if you don't want it that bad, when the roadblocks pop up, when it gets too hard, you're gonna give up, right? But if you do really want it really badly, you won't give up and you're gonna push through it. So when you get in those points, remind yourself how bad you want it. Remind yourself, that this is the end goal. And it's gonna be hard, it's gonna be difficult, it's gonna take time. But you can push through it and you can get there. Does that make sense? It's all about you have to put in a lot of effort and a lot of time into this, okay? That's just the feeling I'm getting. It's gonna take a lot of effort, a lot of time, whatever it is in your specific situation. And I'm really interested, actually, I'm very curious. So let me know in the comments below what exactly it is that you're trying to achieve and what it is that you're trying to build. And yeah, because I'm actually really curious now. But I think that's it. That was your May monthly reading for the sign of Pisces. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that it resonated with you, and I hope that it helps you in any way, shape, or form. Again, let me know in the comments below how it resonated with you, or what situation you're dealing with, where you're trying to go. I would really like to know. Give it a big thumbs up if you like the video. Please subscribe. It helps me a lot, and I really, really appreciate it. Share with your family and friends, and I think that's it. I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.